hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Brown blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Oh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we would blow your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Go on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory. Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, victory. Ice on my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over. Bottle flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the
yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reasonable doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdog. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just a glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead.
It was written in the children's story. Your life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a on there. I'm on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night till. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, and protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my. I'm 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. C-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
Money back. Money back. the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what plastic. I said, babe, it's, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this.
Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Bang at the crit, do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, no it. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Hey, yo, let's run!
Right back to Booker. And an alley to run. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And that's the first NFL catch for Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Booker on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Broncos were their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Here's Keenum. It's the first touchdown pass as a Bronco for Case Keenum. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is official for the regular season. That's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here's the first NFL carry for Rashad Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Tannehill now to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
These Broncos coming off 2 years of not making the playoffs after winning Super Bowl 50. And last year in Vance Joseph's first season, they went 5-11, had an 8-game losing streak. Now, look, the defense remained elite. But the quarterback carousel, the general lack of offensive production really led to a disappointing 2017.
And in order for them to reverse that, they've got to continue to play to their strength, which is their defense. And they did that by drafting Bradley Chubb at number 5 overall, the defensive end out of North Carolina State. Gives them extra pass rushers. But on offense, they made a peace offering to their defense by signing Case Keenum at quarterback. That should calm down that position and open up possibilities on the offensive side of the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, yo, it's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll try and run with Booker. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of time.
And he is going to go down. They sack him. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Keenum. For Cortland Sutton, a special moment. Touchdown number 1 in his NFL career. And the Broncos push further out in front. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Seahawks heading out here on offense. Let's talk about last year. One to forget, Charles, in the Pacific Northwest. 7-9, a seat on the couch in January for these players, and that broke a streak of 5 straight seasons of double-digit victories and a playoff berth.
And I think they lost their identity a little bit along the way. On offense, they've always been a run-first team, establish a line of scrimmage, and bludgeon people. They didn't have that at all. Their offense ran through Russell Wilson, and he was magical, led the league in touchdown passes, but they are at their best when they're able to run the ball first and take control. On defense, age caught up with them. The Legion of Boom, no longer the same, and many of those guys.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Derek Wolfe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wait. Go. Ready. Hurry.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The first NFL carry here for the rookie, Royce Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and short, it's Booker. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling Burgess would have said, go for it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brandon Marshall coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to air this out for Bowman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On second down, here's Keenum. Complete outright to Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
We're good.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now a first down throw. Keenum drops it underneath for Booker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. The pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Keenum to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
No. Down.
Play action. It's Keenum. Throwing deep for Galladay. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
First carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's Tannehill. Electing for the grab over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Running again, and again it's Booker. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Keenum now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, 76 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. That good for 19 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, let's go.
Off the play fake, Keenum rolling to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll run it now out of the gun. Booker coughs it up, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Keenum now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Keenum. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. Busting free at the 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, let's go. All right. Go, doctor.
A second down carry for Booker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
We're all walking.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Hey, 20. Zebra.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Quick.
On first down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Play. Let's go, get set. Play.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Keenum now on second down. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 4 yards on the completion. And it sets up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returnable for Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on right. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Leaves it for Petty. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal. And now a sneak. Tannehill trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ryan Tannehill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Keenum. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. On play action, now Keenum. He'll buy some time right. He'll let this thing go for Sam. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, aren't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a hit. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Keenum. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. And
he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw, Keenum. Dancing to his left. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now you've got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually you show a little faith in your defense when you do that, because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tannehill going to throw it. Steps away. But I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 3rd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I totally believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they wanted to be really aggressive and fake it.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Play. Check 26. Good. Grab 20. Deep. Here we go.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Marshall in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is